Good evening, Speed Gaming fans. My name is Adam, aka WXFan21, joined by my co-commentator Avina. Avina, what's happening?
Not much. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Avina tried out the recipe I posted in chat earlier on the first game today, but Avina, this is the big game. Quick shout out to our amazing trackers, Op82 and Schwartz. Gandhi. Alright, so let's get right into the game because our racers are ready to go. This is a matchup for arguably one of the greatest, excuse me, one of our greatest racers so far this tournament, but also for a spot or two in the playoffs.
Indeed, and we have some very fun settings. This is week 6, so this is our armory hunt settings. We're starting with a whole bunch of movement items here. We've got all of our morph ball movement systems. We've got space jump. We've got grapple. We're ready to go everywhere, except that's all we have. So these racers are both going to be able to do as many tricks as they know as fast as possible and are trying to collect their beams and their artifacts, or, in Cosmonaut's case, maybe just the artifacts in Phazon. I know Jeff can do, that trick in question, too.
So, everything is allowed. Exo skips allowed. IS, if that's normal, is allowed. There are no RAs, and there's a launcher.
Also of note, I didn't quite get to it. There is only one missile in this entire world. It gives you the main missile launcher, 250 missiles, and there's no expansions anywhere. So, they have every missile now. In addition, to replace all of those missing missiles, there is a total of 56 energy expansions spread throughout the world. And they only give a quarter of what they normally do. So each E you pick up is only 25 energy, not the 100 we're all used to.
Yep. And that's also something else to keep in mind, and we found this out yesterday during the first game. The Metroid Prime HUD will max out at the end. I believe it's 14. So they'll continue to accumulate energy, even though we can't see it on stream. So these racers not only got to keep in mind where they're going, they got to keep in mind how much energy they have.
To be fair to both of these racers, once they have the HUD filled up, they have enough to finish the rest of the game. They don't need more than the, about 3 tanks you get from a full HUD. Also, I don't know if you noticed it, but Cosmo using SJ-less strats to get up here to check artifacts. Very fun, despite starting with space jump. More E.
Yep. We're going to see plenty of energy tanks here in this run, and this is going to be really cool. So we will find out where our artifacts are shortly.
Possibly.
Possibly, right.
I know I hate reading them and then forget I never read them. Oh, there we go. Right at the start.
Alright, so SCA, Fiery Shores, Hall the Elders, Hydra Access Tunnel, Magma Pool, Research
And
Lab,
Hydra.
Hydra.
That is a potentially not bad series of artifacts. Depending on a couple of items that like to be bad.
Also, if you didn't tune in to the 11 a.m. Eastern Time race today, you need to go back and watch that VOD.
Especially because one of their artifacts is in the only check that neither player looked at in the entire game.
It was an outstanding race. Be prepared to watch for quite some time. The RAs are absolutely insane. So,
plan an afternoon around it,
Yep. This is a very straightforward race. So this is, again, called Armory Hunt. This is not Major Minor. So everything here is all randomized. It's not in Major Minor locations. Cosmo's getting yet another E-Tank. And, oh, hello, Plasma. Well, Cosmo's going to go out of bounds, okay?
Out of bounds. This is one of the easier out of bounds.
All legal. All legal.
This one's not too bad if you've practiced it a few times. And they're rewarded with nothing.
Hooray! Not tried.
Jeff about to have the same
Mm-hmm.
lovely discovery.
Cosmo doing fast movement as what we've been seeing from him. So Jeff is gonna now drop all the way down. I also want to give a shout out to Sandras. We were both in the Super Metroid SpeedGaming main channel, as they have qualifiers going on for SG Live 2023. I'll be commentating one of those tomorrow. So big shout out to Sandras over there. So getting right into Chozo. It's nice to actually watch a normal elevator not going to anywhere. That was nuts earlier. Alright, so my guess is Cosmo's gonna head right over to... was that Ice Spider?
I
think that's Wave.
in the tree. I think
That's
that might.
Flamethrower.
Oh, that's hilarious. But the tree, I think, was bombs.
Was it bombs?
I'm pretty sure it was. Sorry, my mic like got caught on my chair, so I missed a little talking. But I'm pretty sure that was bombs right there.
He says that now, Chet. He just doesn't want to talk to me. I get it.
Yeah, we have a love-hate relationship.
Cosmo choosing to skip tower completely. Again, we don't have wave, so these are standard door locks, I believe, correct?
Yes, this is a normal seed except for the start with all movement. And
listen,
energy.
earlier's race may or may not have kind of
That's
messed
fair
me up
enough.
on what the heck we saw. It was insane.
That's totally understandable.
Hey, at least we're not starting off with frigate. So, more
Starting off dead. Thank you, Cestrion, for that amazing clip.
Poor Cestrion.
Chat is very split on the pickup of the flamethrower.
We're seeing something interesting
That's
over there. Ice
supers?
Spreader? What is this? Oh, it's
Yeah.
Spurs!
That's kind of expected with bombs and tree. I mean, a cursed super seed with bombs and tree sounds like amazing, and I'd love to talk about it, but Randomania is not necessarily all about that life.
Is Jeff going right to Zoid? Oh no, he's in Vault. Okay.
No,
I was
he's
gonna
in
say, I'm
Vault,
like,
yeah.
what?
He's basically doing the same loop, but backwards.
Hmm.
I think. Maybe not. Oh, he doesn't have bombs. He can't do it backwards. I would have done the same thing.
Wee.
Honestly,
So-
bombs should be considered a movement item.
You think?
There's more tricks named after bomb jumps than anything
Fair.
else.
So what was in Tree if Cosmo's not going? Oh, he doesn't have charge movements, right?
He doesn't have charge. He can't. Yeah.
E-Tank.
Oh yeah, Jeff isn't boosting. That's a good point, chat.
Jeff says slow and steady wins the race.
This is gonna totally just be vanilla charge, isn't it?
Well, we saw... what did someone call it? French vanilla gravity in the morning seed?
Yeah, French vanilla when it's in the same room but different spot.
It's insane.
It's almost vanilla, but a little better.
Multi
Jeff
once...
going through this wall boost.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the hardest, but it's definitely the most.
Nicely
Oh
done,
wow!
Jeff.
And nothing.
Nothing.
I was gonna say it's the most annoying, but
We getting vanilla charge? Multi wants max pain, apparently.
they already got that this morning.
Charge and PP.
Oh,
set.
but there's your French vanilla.
Oh my goodness. Really? Sorry, Multi, we don't get charged in PPC this race. French vanilla!
It's worth noting, I at least am in awe of the movement of these two players.
Yes.
I like to think I'm okay. I like to think most of the people in this race are more than okay, or this tournament rather.
And then you
These
have
two are
Cosmo using
special.
boost. Yeah, and then you have Cosmo looking like he's using that boost ball like a rocket.
Even Jeff just zooming.
Mm-hmm. There we go. There was bombs. Nicely done. Cosmo's gonna go clear the bomb check.
Imagine speedrunning Metroid Prime for the Nintendo GameCube.
Mm. So much energy. So many energy tanks.
Cosmo with the rare beetle fight. Obviously
Cosmo
irrelevant
is
because they
going-
got the item, but
Cosmo's going so fast in Discord that the stream is lacking. Like, it looks way smoother for you all on stream. For me in Discord, it just looks like he's just skipping frames at this point. Oh my goodness. And here goes Jeff, also skipping frames. Oh boy, oh boy. Remember, if you're ever in a fight in Metroid Prime, you want one of these two on your side. That's all I'm saying. Yep, chat's happy with Beetle Jam.
I was gonna say maybe they forgot this isn't
Major Minor?
in-game time, or maybe they just really like the jam.
Possible.
We're getting our dynamo checks now.
I mean, Cosmo has bombs. Jeff doesn't have supers yet, or charge.
Jeff is on the way to get...
Charge.
Yes.
Yep.
Did Jeff not go to Hive Totem then? Did I
don't
miss
think
that?
so. I don't think Jeff went there yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did go to Hive Totem.
Oh, he did.
Should have
Okay.
supers.
Okay.
Thank you, Schwartz.
Look at Cosmo. Cosmo apparently got a hot date after this. My goodness, dude.
While Cosmo zips around, Jeff's about to find out that he has bombs and probably go retrace the steps that Cosmo just took.
Cosmo making Samus look like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, he's playing the game like he normally does, Miguel.
Absolutely.
You are correct.
Absolutely. Wouldn't have it any other way. So, to recap, if you're just tuning in, Cosmo is 4-1. Jeff is 3-2. Jeff needs to win to pretty much keep playoff hopes alive. Even if Cosmo wins, Cosmo's pretty much guaranteed playoffs.
To answer a question in chat, this week we actually start with every movement item. That is the gimmick of week 6 for the seed. So everyone racing this week in this tournament will have boost, spider, grapple, space jump, etc. Yeah, it's very exciting and has led to a lot of do everything all at once right away and shows up.
So this is our third game so far for week 6. There are going to be a ton more coming.
More nothing. Also, here you go, WX. You get to see Cosmo slow down a bit while he sits on top of Zoid.
I just love the movement.
Honestly, in my opinion, that's the best part of this game. Like, there's a lot of crazy tricks. The out of bounds gets weird and all that. But really, like, when you look at the best of the best, players like Cosmonawt, just the skill cap on walking forward in this game is so high. There's just so much into it. Like, the first 13 frames of a jump, you should hold L, and then you should let go, and you should be holding R because that increases your jump movement frames and your forward and upward momentum and so on. There's so much going on in just moving forward.
Yep. Oh,
And that's what
Varia.
that's a great Varia location. To
So
end my
Zoid
rant.
is required. I apologize, I didn't do my Zoid spiel, but Cosmo has Varia, so I wonder if we're gonna see Cosmo just fly right to Magmore.
I think at this point you get the couple of checks that are right here that are in logic in both the. I completely forget the name of the room.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on. Who's saying that the Varia suit's the best suit? Fired. All of
Me?
you. Fired.
I'm gonna say that.
Oh, fired.
It's a very good suit.
Fired. All of you. If we're talking,
But it's very
like,
good.
I mean, sure, it's standard. Look, just because I play a lot of Super Metroid,
Jeff
I
is
really
going
like
for
Gravity.
plant. Sorry to interrupt, but
No, you're fine.
we've seen plenty of plant today.
Mm-hmm.
Enough for 3 races at least. This will make it 4.
We've seen enough plant for a lot of things. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Cestrion. Yeah. Fusion Varia is... I mean, like, I like Gravity because I like the purplish blue, the bluish purple or purplish blue suit. I'm also a big Super Metroid fan, so, like, Gravity makes life in that game a lot easier, too.
Plants vs. Ghosts, the new hot hit mobile game. There was actually 2 elevators that led directly to plant in the earlier race.
Yeah, that race earlier really liked going to Sun Chamber. Opinion invalidated. Thanks, Miguel. Mr. Miguel, excuse me. Expect craziness in that race. I believe we were on SpeedGaming 2 earlier, if you're interested in that VOD.
So I think we're seeing most likely a play to Magmar from Cosmo, but
Oh
never
my
mind.
goodness.
He turned around.
No. If only we got to see Spore Spawn as often as we see Flagra. We're not spoiling anything. Just saying, like, you have to allow
watch
yourself
it. You have to
a
watch
decent amount of time.
And yes, Delta Toast is correct. We should probably talk about it less. After all, these two are putting on the show for us. They are the focus. Cosmo's getting the nothing. Let's go.
More nothings for Cosmo.
Well, Jeff tries to finish up
Flagra. I mean, if Flagra has something of major importance, this is going to be huge. That means Cosmo will have to rope back to Flagra.
I also do really like Jeff's play here to fight Flagra, although he's on the wrong side of that little bar to hit the bomb slot there. Oh, never mind. He got it.
Nicely done from Jeff.
2 different thoughts go into this. One, obviously Cosmo's a great player. I would be going out of my way to make these long, slow checks that Cosmo's going to dodge. But also, you kind of start with everything for ghosts in this seed.
Oh.
So checking ghosts early feels really strong. And in my practices was. My actual race it was not. But, that's how life is.
Yeah, so we got energy tank on Flagra. It'll be interesting, like you said. Why not go check Ghost right now? You have charge, you have supers, you got Spider.
And Jeff shows
Jeff,
off. You only
yep.
need to go down to the third little tick, those little triangles on the side of the spider track, to reset the room and fight ghosts. I know he is one of many people who professes that every chance he gets, and hopefully he is proud that we recognize it. Yes, Miguel, it is low enough. It's just above the third bar, actually. While Jeff fights ghosts, we've got Triclops Pit and Storage Cave?
I don't know what you call this. Tricop Storage Cave? Nothing.
It's Storage Cave or Storage Cavern, I'm mixing up.
Storage Cavern, there you go. Thank you, Schwartz. So while we have this, and it's another E-Tank, so unfortunately Sun Chamber is dead, just a couple E-Tanks, but again, you can't blame Jeff at all. You make a good point, Avina, that with how, like, fast Cosmo goes, and you know he's probably not going to check Sun Chamber right away, that could have been an advantage for Jeff there.
Thanks, Marielle. I'm pretty sure I've read that a few times, and I'll continue to forget. They're both just Storage Cave in my brain.
So it is what it is. Jeff is by no means out of this. Jeff is firmly in this race.
Also, Cosmo could come back and try his hand at Flogger and Ghosts anyway, so
absolutely.
It's not like a wasted investment.
Nope. What is that? Another E-Tank in Short Tunnel?
Yep.
So we have nothing in Magamore so far, but now we're going to get a couple of checks here, headed up towards Warrior Shrine. And this check as well, which is another E-Tank. Cosmo not going for Workstation?
They need
Monitor Station.
Yeah, no, this is Monitor Station. They just did a
my bad.
very, very quicker than you'll see most racers move through that room. Bad grammar, but they went fast.
Let's see what we have here on the way to Fendrana.
That's Plasma.
Oh my goodness, that's Plasma Beam.
Yeah, I would be going directly into Fendrana, exactly as Cosmo is doing right now. That sounds like a very good play.
Melt all the ice.
And Jeff is still clearing out checks here in mid-Chozo, but running low on checks. So hopefully we'll make their way to, Varia Suit and all their incredibly important plasma beams that are just curiously right on the way to Fendrana.
Metroid. So we got... So we still need Phazon, we still need Power Bombs, Wave, and Ice. But, again, Exo Skip is allowed. So, technically... Cosmo just needs Phazon and the artifacts. I don't know if Jeff knows Exoskip. Does anyone know if Jeff knows Exoskips?
Jeff does, definitely.
Okay, so this is going to be
I don't
be a battle of
know
Exoskippers.
Jeff well enough to say they'll confidently just rip it and just do Exoskip. But there's a good chance they'll attempt it if they find themselves in a situation where they're like missing beams and all that, and they're racing someone who knows how to do it. As Shorts mentioned, I totally stole that from you. Thank you.
So, you're welcome. What'd I do?
Oh, I was thanking Shorts.
Oh, okay. Way to go, Schwartz!
I also feel like Jeff would try it if the situation presents itself.
Yeah.
Sam and a couple of questions to Jeff were how I personally was able to figure it out. It's not as scary and hard as it sounds. It's not fun.
I mean,
Especially not
basically,
fun.
chat, Avina didn't want to embarrass the rest of the runners. Like, Avina would have already had this seed done.
I
Just
didn't
saying.
want to embarrass myself, is what you meant to say. Just E under that plasma check. So there's only one, yeah, one really easy plasma check here.
And Jeff's going to be happy with that Varia suit as well.
Yeah, Jeff's gonna get his Varia, hopefully go directly into
I couldn't even see what that
Magmar.
was. Was it a Metroid? I couldn't even see it from Cosmo.
Yes, early newborn is the worst thing in the world. Unless you actually enjoy breaking your save state button in Dolphin or whatever emulator you use.
Mm-hmm.
So Ice Ruins West is probably at the top of Cosmo's mind right now, and I do not blame them.
Yep.
Because with that plasma being found where it was, I would be gunning for the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff is going to go to just an
E-tank.
E.
Okay, and this is... And we're going to see what's in Canyon.
While Jeff discovers that there's nothing in the 2 furnace checks and can't really go any farther.
Looked like a Metroid.
I completely missed it.
Oh, maybe
That
not.
looked like Ice Beam.
Oh, it's Ice Beam!
Or maybe Wave.
Is it Wave?
It's Wave.
Oh, it's Wave.
The
get
graphic
Wave.
fidelity on our end is not the best.
No, it's really not. Sorry, chat. You have a much nicer looking picture here on the stream than we really do in Discord. I'm just saying.
Whoever called out the wave coming next, good call. Also, this opens up a lot of, with the multi-item placements, a lot of really
Can we also get
unfun
the beam
options.
dot waves in chat, please? Y'all know you want to.
That would have been awful, Lino.
More E.
But now we have a logical Thardus and a logical all of labs.
Yep.
Which means that plasma might have just been casually placed there to give us, like, transport access item as our next real progression or something awful like that. That's not terribly awful. Oh, it could have just been, like, gravity chamber upper as the progression. Getting 2 progression items that don't lock each other, like that close together, always feels awful because you don't know if it's one of the 2 that's pointing you where you need to go, or both of them are pointing to your next direction.
So,
Jeff is back at start.
Yeah, I don't know why Jeff wrote it all the way back to start.
I'm not sure either.
I'm not sure either.
This is a good entrance.
There's the artifact.
This is a good entrance for Magmar.
Yep. Cosmo never gave that pirate a chance.
Was that Ice Beam?
Possible.
That looked a lot like Ice Beam.
It looked like a beam.
I think our chances of seeing Exoskip are about 0 with the location of these 3 beams.
Mm-hmm. It is Ice Beam.
That is Ice Beam, yep.
Yep. So Cosmo at this point just needs phase on suit. I'm gonna go back and check
He's just gonna
all the
go
artifacts.
get his artifact.
SCA, yep, Fireby Shores, Hall of Elders, Hydro Access Tunnel, and Magnet Pool. At least we don't have 10,000, late lower mines checks.
We do have a couple of questions here. Obviously, Phazon's one. Logically, we need to know about gravity, but like in practice, both these runners don't need it.
Yeah.
Yes, this seed feels very, very, very jet.
Yep.
Jet's on a skateboard. And
Possible
yes, as
somehow.
Cestrion mentioned, main power bombs are
Yep.
required. There's only one, because same as the missiles in these settings. There's just the one. It gives you all of the ammo you would have, so you get 8 PBs, but you need it. You cannot beat the game. In this case, without main PBs. And yes, they could be anywhere. We're not quite towards jet ski level, but vanilla would be pretty funny.
Niller.
I'm a fan of like Jeff tripping over it in Life Grove or something while Cosmo's been hunting it. That's my dream for the rest of the seed. We'll see
What,
that
Phazon
goes.
or main power bombs?
Main babies.
Nice.
Vanilla would be funny, yes. Observatory would be hilarious, but we have already seen it.
Excuse me, Ice Beam and Observatory.
Jeff, don't go for Warrior Shine. You're right by the plasma beam. Oh no.
Gravity,
there's gravity.
suit. Da, 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 da.
Yes. Toast, you're correct.
Energy
I swear
tank.
I've played this game before.
You don't need power bombs to get into Life Grove. That's a myth. Like pants. Kidding about that. Power bombs here would be wonderful. Fair. I wonder if Cosmo got caught in the wall. I wonder if power bombs are going to be here in Grav Chamber.
With finding that
Possible.
gravity, that and Frigate are both in the back of my mind, and I'm upset by both of them.
You upset about what?
Power bombs in lower or crashed frigate or gravity chamber. I dislike both of those areas.
Yeah. Metroid.
This is unfortunate for Jeff, who walked right up to the plasma beam that would have baited them into the other two beams and turned around. Hopefully they'll go check that, because the last place they have a bunch of easy checks is Vendrana, which will put them on the right track and give them a chance to keep pace for a bit. This has been a very linear seed, though, so
Yeah, nothing
not
too
a lot of
crazy
chance
here.
for divergence and catching up.
Looks like nothing in Gravity Chamber.
Gravity chamber itself is almost as dense as all of Frigate, to be fair.
Cestrion wants something rude. At least it wasn't as rude as your seed earlier, Cestrion. Thank you again, by the way, for that seed.
Oh.
That was wonderful.
Jeff is on their way through the Beam Highway. While
They are.
Cosmo finishes their approximately 1 Phendrana lead.
And then look at that. More E.
The content and the memes are
Absolutely.
all that's valuable. I do enjoy Runner 1, nice, nothing, getting their last check in Phendrana, probably about the time that Runner 2 gets their first check in Phendrana. They are literally 1 Phendrana apart.
Mm-hmm. Cosmo wants nothing to do with Thardus.
It would be one of the easiest Thardus fights of his life. That would be a good way for Jeff to catch up to if Thardus just happens to be like main PBs.
Yep.
Or Phazon or something.
About to
Crab
find
Chamber
out.
was irrelevant.
Yeah, and Cosmo is about to most likely go check plasma processing.
Thardus is slow without PBs, but at this point you are looking for literally PBs. I don't disagree with not doing it, but I also don't.
Yeah, Metroid in
disagree with
workstation.
doing it. Phazon Thardus would be less rude of the options. That is an amazing... I did not know you could dash from there. I need to watch Cestrion play more. I know about the rest of this climb he's doing, but I didn't know that first dash. That's amazing.
Mm. Oh, Cosmo?
Yeah, Cosmo, sorry.
Yeah.
I was reading Cestrion in chat.
Hey, Cestrion, I didn't realize you were in this run.
He still hasn't finished from the last one. It's been brutal.
He still hasn't finished from the last one. Wow, the shade.
Cosmonawt, yeah. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. Sorry for everybody involved.
Ah, you're fine.
Oh, that's a dash and slope jump. I'm going to do that once just so I can say I've done it and never do it again.
There you go. Another E-tank in plasma processing.
That jump with space jump is in logic with enough E just from the underwater slope jump. The Watery Hall one that was mentioned in chat, that is. It's the one in, the one to get to Tower Chamber that was not put in logic.
Hmm. Cosmo is warping back to start. Probably going to go through Frigate.
But yeah, also bombs were locked by super missiles, so there's no way that gravity could have been used to put the charge into logic. You could not have gotten all the way there without bombs.
So Cosmo's either going to go grab the elevator or go clear Frigate. Probably Frigate.
With all beams, and you know...
Nope. Skipping Frigate.
Yeah, I would be going this way and checking. You're just like right here. These are out of the way from any other direction.
That ice spreader? Nice ice spreader.
Yeah. Go get your Hydro Access Tunnel. Plasma. Jeff gets his second of the 3-beam smorgasbord. As we get to listen to the good old cat jam. Hosmer, I hardly knew her. Yeah, ISIS Observatory.
Yeah. Cosmo's just making Frigate look so easy. Like, this is of the vanilla playthroughs that like I've played. I haven't played a Prime Rando yet, but like this is also not one of my favorite rooms here. The Cosmo's doing right now. Like Frigate, the music is nice, but it is pain to go through.
Definitely one of those rooms where you kind of like don't know it and you don't want to do it, and you start to figure out the strats, and you're like, yeah.
I'd rather avoid Frigate altogether, to be honest.
But then you like fully get Frigate, and you're like, I don't want to do Frigate. Why would I do Frigate? It sucks.
And it's time to check what's in here.
Nothing.
Hooray! Please make sure to follow our amazing runners and commentary team and trackers. Our tracker team. Exclamation point R, exclamation point C in chat. Thank you, Avina. Please make sure to follow for sure. Greatly appreciated.
Hydro Access Tunnel is in fact an artifact.
Yep. Do do do. No bar skip today. Jeff's about to get their first artifact. E-tank. Cosmo's just gonna get out of here right now. Can't blame them at all. And it's time to head into Farchozo. We know that Hall of the Elders has an artifact, so Cosmo's probably pick that up for his third artifact. Be interesting to see what Antechamber and some of these other locations here in Farchozo have. An E-tank and Antechamber. Elder Chamber could have something here too.
Was a great ghost skip on Cosmo's part.
Mm-hmm. Is that what that was? I thought he was going just to check some of the other items first.
No, he completely skipped the fight with the Chozo ghosts.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's not nearly as easy as he made it look.
Mm.
Of course, now he has to trigger it so he can actually check the items in this room, but
Yep.
very clean way to get that check done first. Definitely optimal routing.
Gonna get the artifact here first. Then we'll get Elder Chamber next.
While Jeff does
I guess anyway.
my second favorite trick? Third
Oh, the
favorite?
control tower one? I kind of really want to try that.
It's so easy. I actually the first time I played this game, 21 years ago. Ended up, there's the artifact. Ended up stuck because I couldn't find it, and the first video I saw was how to get it that way, not the actual logical, normal way to get it. Probably another 2 years before I learned that was a skip.
What is the actual logical way to get that? I forget.
You jump into the tower where you normally go down, where Jeff is right now, and with plasma beam you can shoot an ice wall and then shoot a missile at those 3 little protruding things.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Got it. And we're gonna see what's in Elder Chamber, and it's an E-Tank. So this is our final check. Chozo minus Life Grove is clear. Again, we can't get in a Life Grove. We have not found main PBs yet. So the 2 biggest items left are main PBs and Phazon suit.
Yes, that does logically require PB, or missiles. Plasma words. The control chowder check.
Sounds like the 2 words.
I've talked before, I promise.
Avina can words, it's okay. I don't know where Cosmo wants to go.
He's thinking as well, so that's fair.
I mean, Cosmo hasn't checked Flagra, so there's that check.
Jeff is on their way to discover all of the fun in Farfen.
Yep. I think Cosmo's gonna go fight Flagra.
Oh, yeah. We've already seen all of Sun Chamber.
Oh yeah, Training Chamber.
We haven't
That's
seen
right.
any of Tower of Light.
Yep.
That
Oh, right. Good call. We didn't have wave at that point. So we got the Tower of Light checks. We got the Magma Pool check, which I think is another artifact. I think. Tower of Progression, question mark. Listen, a couple of days ago it was Tower of Suits. There was Gravity and Ruin Shrine, Phazon in Power Chamber, and then I think Vario was Tower of Light. I was over some combo like that.
A fun note, our go modes so far this week have been Race 1, Bombs, Race 2, getting to Impact Crater and through Phazon Core, hoping we had enough beam combos just in case.
Oh, that was crazy.
And today, our go mode is potentially just Power Bombs, which we've been looking for over half of this race.
Yep, nice E. Nice nothing.
So yeah, Tower of Light. Yeah, the good old days when power missiles existed.
Cosmo. Oh, we can't get it. That's right, no power bombs. I was gonna say, duh.
Cosmo checked it. They have
X-ray.
X-ray, yeah. And also, they're looking for power bombs, which can't be behind power bombs.
I'm so used to them just having power bombs by this point.
Yeah, expansions. Jeff finishing up Farfen. Where do you think they're going to go next? They have all of the checks Cosmo just went through, basically.
I think if I'm Jeff...
Straight to Tower Light.
Can you, I mean...
Oh, yeah, they still got to do Thardus.
Yeah. I mean, if Thardus has either main PBs or Phazon, that could be huge for Jeff.
Main PBs would probably be best. Nothing in chamber.
Nope. And now we'll see what's on Tower of Light. On the top of Tower of Light. I think that's Jeff's best case scenario right now. Clearing Thardus. And then if it is, like I said, if it's main power bombs or Phazon, that is going to give Jeff a
Tower of
chance.
Spite.
Jeez.
Yeah, oh, nothing.
Tower of Nothing!
Tower of Nothing. This is, yes, as you said, Jeff's best chance if
Yeah, this will be Jeff's best chance for sure.
If they go for Thardus.
Yep. And like I was saying, if Thardus is required, then that is going to give Jeff a chance. Because we've seen Cosmo so far not wanting to any bosses, and Jeff is going to go do the same thing. So there is a high-end probability that Thardus is required, but neither runner has checked it. Hey, Cestrion, can you do us a favor? Can you hop in this seed? Just like, I don't know, ghost in, astral project, do something, and check what's on Thardus for us? Please and thank you. K-Raz, like, do it.
That's true about committing to bosses, but Jeff already made an early commitment to
Vlogger.
Yep. And
Sorry.
You're good.
I got excited.
I do too now when I hear the word plant. And it has made a couple of like grenade throw checks.
Mm-hmm. I'm really wondering if we're gonna have to go, like, is Omega Pirate gonna have something? Is Fungal Hall gonna have something? PMT just like... I'm kind of suspicious at this point of Lower Mines having one major items.
Jeff going to casually regret
Tower of Disappointment. Pretty sure I'll get smacked by TOs if I do. This community's great. I've said it before. I'm probably going to continue saying it. Like, the Metroid Prime Randomizer community, just the Prime community in general, has been so welcoming. Been here now about a week and a half, and just everyone's so welcoming. Nothing in Quarry. Yeah, exclamation point MPR. You all should check out the Discord, check out the bracket and everything as well, So appreciate that. And chat, if you've listened to me commentate before, where's Cosmo right now? Say it, you know you want to. He's in the poop chute.
Poop chute.
The poop chute. Oh, come on.
There we go. Main PBs.
Wow.
This is probably the end of the game for Cosmo. Just pick
yeah,
up, collection.
There you go. So Cosmo just needs Phazon. But yes, that is the poop chute room. Or as I've been calling it, the poop chute. Also the cleanest poop chute. Just saying.
After all the hype, yes, that is not as exciting as PBs could be. But let's be honest, we could all use a break after what we witnessed this morning.
We're going to continue to tease that, by the way.
We should probably draw a line somewhere.
Yeah. What channel were we on this morning, Avina? Was it SpeedGaming 2?
2 or 3?
I want to say it was, yeah, it was one of them. So definitely go back and watch that VOD. It was awesome.
If you watch the first, like, 30 seconds, you'll totally understand the entire race.
Yep. 100%. Let's see what Phazon Elite has. Hey, what a surprise. It's another energy tank.
I was kind of hoping that would be Phazon just so we could be joking about how free it is.
Yeah. I mean, Stardust may be required.
That's true. OP may be required. Somewhere there's a Phazon suit. It could be anywhere except for Phazon Mining Tunnel.
Yep.
Yeah, Morph can save you if you mess up the whatever that room in is.
So Cosmo's gonna get their 4th artifact here from SDA.
That frigate crash site is the room I'm trying to think of. If you want to see every way to use Morph to save that climb,
Nice.
watch the earlier race.
Cosmo not getting us? Where is, oh, here we go. Film was okay. Got it. That's SDA. I thought the other one was SDA.
That's Storage Depot. Or, that's not Storage Depot. That's,
Storage Depot A, right.
no, that's... I'm so awful at these names. Something Access? Storage Depot is the flamethrower room, yeah.
Right. Security access.
Security
Hey,
access,
thank
okay.
you. Cosmo's back in the chat. You know you want to say it. It's funny to say. There you go.
Boost ball room.
The boost ball room. I get.
So many fun boost ball tricks in that water tank thing. Reminds me of like a water-cooled CPU setup from like 2009. Jeff is gonna get their artifact in E, I think, from Elder Chamber and Hall of the Elders.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, chat, for humoring me. Appreciate it. I don't know.
Every
At this
room is
point,
boost room.
Avina, I am selfishly hoping for Phazon on Thardas.
Magma Pool and I didn't write them down.
I thought it was something here in Mines.
They got the security,
Oh yeah, it was SCA.
their security access, yeah.
I don't think Life Grove was. Upper Fiery Shores and one in Mines. You will find them sooner or later. Like I said, at this point, selfishly, I really want Phazon on Thardas. What's that, Phazon?
Could not tell. Flashed by very quickly.
Nope. Yeah, it's Phazon for Cosmo and Go Mode for him.
Thanks to the Phazon hint, this is technically no mode for Cosmo. They have cleared a lot of the game, so may not need it.
Right.
I agree, also, would do OP. I probably wouldn't, but I'm also not very good at the game. So
Energy
it's
tank.
the right call.
Yeah, energy tank here.
Yeah, skip this fight for sure.
And Central Dynamo, yeah.
Jeff up into Life Grove area.
There's been a very good race so far. Beetle Jam!
Cosmo likes the Beetle Jam, is what I'm getting out of this. This is the second time he's subjected us to it.
Excuse me.
That was an amazing first try bar skip there by Jeff. Thank you very much.
Nicely done.
Who I was about to say is basically one routing decision and one unfortunate plant fight away from holding hands with Cosmo right now. Doing amazingly so far. It may not look like it, but Jeff is not as far behind as it seems.
Nope, not at all.
And also that bar skip was incredible. Goodbye, Metroids. Yeah, Jeff did the full Sun Chamber. Check.
Cosmo made quick room in the quick work in the Haunted Metroid room. Checking, gonna go right now. Turn back. I mean, Cosmo's not. I mean, PMT can't have phase on.
And Jeff finds himself in the right place. For pretty much everything. Their best hope here is that Phazon's vanilla and Cosmo chooses to quit out for some reason after NQB. Which would be surprising, but you know.
Cosmo looking not to save. Just in
case.
case.
They have plenty of health.
No, I know, but like saving just in case, like, you know, Omega Pirate has nothing.
Well, if OP has nothing, they want to check this next room here.
Oh, right afterwards. Yes.
And from there, they're going to take either the elevator or go up through mines. Yeah. There's no reason to save here with this health, especially if you're not this good at the game. There's a few other checks we haven't seen yet. Thardis is the funniest. We haven't seen Life Grove, for example. Yeah, that was a perfect trooper skip there. Power bombs. Let's go.
Jeff is right behind Cosmo.
Jeff is thrilled about those power bombs, it looks like. Or bio. Yep, thrilled about power bombs.
I'm still gonna say Thorn's phase on.
That was my original call 20 minutes ago. Be the funniest option. Trust fall, yes. Trust fall failed.
Jeff not going to the poop chute. Jeff not going to the poop chute, and Cosmo's gonna have.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
Vanilla phase on.
That is not a failed trust fall. That is a fully successful completed trust fall. Vanilla phase on suit for true go mode here. Let's go.
Is even randomized?
Apparently not.
Shout out Oats and Goats. And there's Cosmo's warp.
Hey, Oats and Goats, we're in the wrong
I know, wrong.
decade here.
Hey, listen, before I started commentating this race, I was watching Oats' stream, so.
I know this is a little out of logic, so to speak, but...
I can't believe it was Vanilla phase on.
One of the best
Absolutely.
speedrunners of any game ever.
100%.
Totally worth a check out if you have a moment.
Oats and Goats is live right now. It was doing an insane map rando earlier. But Cosmo was to do his own insanity here. Still 2 artifacts to go. Looks like gonna route their way back to Chozo. Nope, Magmore.
Jeff is, meanwhile, going to clear out mines, going to probably follow in Cosmo's footsteps, which is a bummer here. You know, when you're behind, you don't want to be making the same plays, but there's not really anything they can do other than hoping Cosmo makes a massive mistake. Yeah, fiery shorters, then Magma Pool should be the checks left. Checks left, they're not checks. They're things stopping you from winning the game. The Magmore theme sure is a banger, isn't it?
It is. This is a really good theme. Chat, who wants to sing with me? Anyone? No? How has SpeedGaming not fired me yet?
Charisma.
Charisma. There's our artifact.
One to go. Cosmo, do the wall boost for the mains.
Only kidding. SpeedGaming is an amazing organization. Like, they have got
really
so much going on. It's awesome to see all this. Like, we got on SpeedGaming 4 Mario Bros. Rando tournament. We got, what is this? Legend of Zelda Rookie Run Last Chance 2. There's so much cool stuff here on this.
Not to mention all the TOs from the Metroid Randomizer community helping out with setting this all up and planning everything. Some of these rule sets are wild and just making sure everything is ready to go.
Yeah, shout out to the TOs.
Great job. And of course, obviously, the racers who are
absolutely
blowing everyone out of the water right now. If only there was a tag for the TOs. They deserve.
Oh, absolutely. And if only there were command buttons we could do in chat, like exclamation point R, exclamation point C, and exclamation point MP error. This will be the last time I plug that before the end of the race. So follow our amazing runners, commentators, awesome trackers, and definitely check out the Metroid Prime Randomizer community as well. Check out the bracket, the Discord. Come say hi. Avina and I were chatting in the food. And may or may not have given up my Oreo truffles recipe.
Which I'm so excited to stop. Jeff is about to make their way into lower mines and discover that they are in just about go mode. A little too late, unfortunately, like I said, but I mean, 9 out of 10 times their performance would have them winning this race.
Oh, Jeff? Yeah. They've played, again, Jeff's been playing a great race, and so has Cosmo. It is an absolute pleasure to watch these runners at work.
There's our 6th artifact. And to celebrate, we get to watch Jeff fall into lava. Cosmo fall into lava that he's probably not used to falling into.
K-Rar in chat's hungry. Ooh, carrot cake. Delicious. And now it is on to the last bosses. Meta Ridley, Exo, and Essence. Chat, I don't know about you, but this has been an absolute pleasure to watch these runners. Would you agree? Show them some love in chat, please.
It is always nice to watch two of the best players in Metroid Prime just
Absolutely.
go out, give it their all, do the thing.
Yep.
Show us how crazy this game can be.
Yep.
Yes, Cosmo will probably skip Exo. You're correct.
Yep.
He's a fan of not fighting Exo. And I don't blame him.
Not at all.
Has Cosmo done 21%? Pretty sure.
I'm not sure.
Well, if you've got anyone who does not want to learn Exoskip, tell them to do a 21% and then they will learn Exoskip. So Cosmo here is doing something that's not talked about a lot, but just standing in this weird corner after you break the first kind of like damage trigger on Ridley. I'm phrasing this incorrectly. But staying in that little corner where Ridley lands, he won't charge at you. He'll just yell at you over and over again the majority of the time if you did it right. And so you get free missiles for the entire entire duration of phase 2, I guess, or 3. Once you break his little chest bit, it's not quite the same. But
yeah, nice Ridley fight from Cosmo.
yeah, you can manipulate that fight to make it much easier than it normally is.
There were so many awesome categories to a lot of games. I love randomizers. Just so fun.
Yes, Cestrion, Cosmo is, as we all know, one of the best any percent runners. I'm just don't know if he's done low percent. Either way, I'm sure he knows the pain of fighting Exo without charge.
What?
That
sounds
40%.
that sounds terrible.
It's awful. I couldn't do it in a single segment. It took me.
That sounds terrible. Here we go. Exo skip time.
Yep, that's Exo skip. Yes, 21%'s awful. Looks like you got it right.
Here comes the Metroid.
Farfin and Astray. To answer a question in chat, Chargeless Exo is the second worst thing I've ever done in this entire game.
What's the first?
Early newborn.
Ah. And Cosmo.
He's got the setup. Should be fine. New Exo is barely legal.
There we go.
Hey, I just got good at old exoskip. Don't ban it. It's the only thing I can do.
Sestrion.
Cosmo's gonna do some out-of-bounds stuff that looks like jumping on random nonsense, but is actually a lot harder than it looks. While Jeff makes his way to his go mode. You can easily do like a room delay to get past the trigger before it starts, or a load delay. I think you can technically get there faster than needing load delay, according to Sam, for the new exoskip, but like, no. And here is Cosmo.
Nicely done, Cosmo.
You're getting good cancels here. The goal here is to cancel the attack animations of Metroid Prime XO, or not XO, Essence, so that we skip from one phase to the next phase. The idea being, if you wait long enough, they start their next animation, you interrupt it with a shot, and instead of waiting for them to do the whole attack or dodge or whatever animation they're going to do, they just go through their checklist of, I do this, 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 this for 9 actions. And then, oh, what was Cosmo trying to write there? N-O?
Nope.
Get it.
I think I was trying to say nope.
Oh, Cosmo did get pool skipped. That's brutal.
So Jeff's in go mode. Jeff's got phase on. Very nice. And this should be it.
I don't
Game.
have access
Time.
to the tracker for some reason. Do one of you mind sending the invite?
It's Jeff.
Hello, hello.
Jeff.
Hello.
I thought I was making a big gamble, but it turns out Cosmo probably just went fast.
That
flew.
is not terribly inaccurate.
Yeah. The
Cosmo looked like the boost ball was a rocket ship.
GG's.
GG's.
GG's Cosmo and Jeff. Yeah. So what I gotta ask the obvious question. What did y'all think of Vanilla Phazon? Did you want to smash your monitors?
I'm glad it was there, because if it wasn't there, I was gonna start freaking out, because I was like, I only had a few more checks after that.
Yeah,
Did,
I was kind of hoping Thardus was the Phazon suit.
Yeah. Did you do that before hints? Like
Yeah.
based on-
So I got power bombs, got security access A, and I thought for a second I could rush the artifacts and get the phase-on suit hint, but considering all I had left was Thardis, Flagra, and Life Grove at that point, and all of mines, I took the chance of mines.
Yeah, I had done Flagra by the point I went into mines, so I was in the similar situation as you. I had Life Grove and Thardis, so I said it's got to be in mines then, or at least Randomania loves to put the phase on suit and phase on mines. So I thought I was taking a big gamble there, and maybe I thought you would have backtracked for the hint, but turns out yeah, you just you were in the same kind of position as me. So
To add on to that conversation, the two of you had almost all the same checks.
Yep.
With the exception of Flagra. And for the majority of the early part of the race, there was a couple of unfortunate decisions that ended up not mattering for routing, just like you went the wrong way, you zigged instead of zagged.
Yeah.
But for the majority of the race, that Flagra fight was the time difference between the two of you. And it pretty much, I mean, you were in go mode, you just had 2 artifacts, I think, to collect.
yeah, two more artifacts. I had Magma Pool and Fiery Shores left.
Yeah, 2 on the way artifacts. You were not actually that far behind if Cosmo had also decided to fight Flagra, or if you had not.
Yep.
That's what I thought. I was hoping and praying that Flagra wasn't anything. I was trying to get week 5 out of my head. Like, don't do Flagra. Like, statistically, it's going to have nothing, so just ignore it. And thank goodness it didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say I also realized that I completely forgot Tower of Light. Or at
It was
least
nothing.
put enough. Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
a very late check for Cosmo. So.
Yeah, I had a moment of, after I got, like, Hall of the Elders, I was like, okay, do I just go into mines? Or, Tower of Light. That's almost always phased on suit in my experience. So I saved by Ice Beam, or Vanilla Ice Beam location, and just backtracked, and then when none of the wave checks were anything, I save scummed out. I was like, okay, it has to be mines. Like, when I saw the hints, I was like, great, we're gonna need everything to be in go mode. Gravity, supers, charge, power bombs. So it's pretty
The
much just a
hints
full
were-
tracker.
A very funny, either like, it's free and easy if you just like get one of those seeds, or bad. Also, chat brought it up. Jeff kind of saw it, but yeah, that first try bar skip was very fun to watch. It was well timed. That was when we were discussing, a phase on suit that wasn't in lower mines could give you a chance.
Oh, first try bar skip. Yeah, I actually went through Frigate, so you were making up time by doing that.
yeah, I just
Frigate was
dipped
dead.
in and did hat. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I was just in full clear mode.
yeah, it's the same thing. I was trying to be pretty thorough because I still needed power bombs, so I wanted to get most of the checks on the way. I will say I was my rooms went from like really 50-50 and like really good or really bad. And it was just rough because it's like all of a sudden it's like I feel like I'm playing great. Next room it's like, oh, slow down. Next room playing great. So maybe it evened out for like an average, but yeah, it felt like a real roller coaster of emotions there.
Yeah, if phase on suit wasn't where it was, or the check behind it, I was like, yep, I've lost. I was like, I only had 6 more checks left, and that was Life Grove, Flogger, and Thardis.
Yeah, we were pretty much in the same position, so.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen you play. I know you go fast. that is one of my weaknesses. So
You both definitely go very fast.
Well, I knew it'd be close, and I figured, okay, maybe like Jeff knows that I might have the movement advantage. He might skip some checks, and that might help him. So that's what I was thinking the entire time. Like, oh, what if Flogger was something? Oh, what if he backtracked to Life Grove, and that's what Phazon was, and he's just finishing right now. That's what I was thinking the entire time in Lower Mines, and every single check was just nothing. I was like, come on, where's Phazon?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Good
That
point
was
by
not
chat.
100%.
Nice 100% on the tracker.
Oh yeah, new world record. Let's go.
Cool, I got nothing else. Great race from both of you. This should pretty much guarantee Cosmo playoffs. So I believe Cosmo is going to finish up here Swiss at 5-1.
Should be 6-0.
Yeah, we're not going to go there.
We don't talk about that.
Nope, we don't talk about week 5 at all. Nope, didn't happen.
would have been real cool to go 4-2, but I'm also happy that I'm probably not going to be making it to the top 8. But
You might.
I mean,
Might.
my vehicle score is going crazy right now. I can't wait till this next match is registered. I'm gonna be at the
You're,
top
like,
there.
Plus 15 vehicles.
There's probably going to be some tiebreakers, if I had to guess.
That said, with the number of players we still have left, it should cut like 1 4-2 player, I think. Maybe 2.
We shall see.
Yeah. Jeff, blame Essence on this.
Why am I blaming Essence?
Essence was.
Well, if Essence hadn't done what it did last week, you would have had a different opponent.
Oh, that's true. I was hoping maybe at some point you forgot how much E-tanks were worth, and you would have just grabbed like 10 and be like, oh, I'm golden. And then,
Dude, I grabbed so many. I'm not
yeah.
even
Hey, where's my tracker? I was at
22.
31.
Oh, goodness.
I love that. That's like the equivalent of like 7 E-tanks, though.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. That was me. That's 4, 8, 12. That's 5. 5 E-tanks. Oh, my goodness. 5.5. Well, yeah. I mean, GG's. Hopefully you can get in the top 8.
Yeah, we'll see how the rest of these matches go. We're so early on. There's still a lot of games to be played in week 6. So hyped to see the
Plenty
Dave.
of Rando, yes.
This week has already been pretty cool to watch, so I'm excited to see the rest of these matches.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Have we mentioned that you all should go back and watch this morning's race? With just saying.
I don't think we have yet. Not,
Okay,
not on this game. I'm not
just
sure.
saying.
That was one of the races of the tournament. Definitely go watch that.
Well, how does it rank versus me and Diggle?
Yeah, no, it's easily the best race of the tournament so far.
Interesting.
It's up there.
You and Diggle is definitely in the conversation, but I don't think there's anything else on that tier.
The thing was about that race is it was the entire race.
Yeah.
From start to finish.
Literally from the first 30 seconds.
Yep.
To the end of the race.
Our race or this one?
The one from this morning.
One from this morning.
Yeah.
Well, y'all are hyping it up.
Guess
I gotta do that after this.
It's make sure you're willing to commit some time. But...
Exactly.
Oh no. How much time are we talking?
2.5 hours, about.
Yeah, over 2 hours.
But it is 2.5 hours of content. There's not
Pretty
like
much.
stretches of they're just walking through stuff we've already seen. It is
Content started within the first 30 seconds.
Yeah. Good. The race with you and Diggle is
Legendary.
legitimately the only other race that this year has been on that level.
Well, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
You should, so should anyone listening.
Absolutely. All right. Anything else from any of the runners, the trackers, Avina? Anything else?
Follow the commentators.
Follow the runners.
Yeah, follow the runners.
Exclamation mark C, exclamation mark R.
Appreciate
The last
that.
thing I would say is just GG to Cosmo again, and good luck on the rest of the tournament.
Right back at you. Jeez.
Good luck to both of you.
Awesome. All right, for Op 82, Avina, Cosmonawt, Jeff, Schwartz, and myself, we'll see you next mission. The next mission will be tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. Channel to be determined. It's going to be Sparkle J versus Schwartz Gandhi, and Spring Ball and IS are enabled.
I
Everything
miss
else is
Spring Ball.
normal. So, with that being said, we'll see you next mission and catch you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Later,
Cheers.
peoples.
Have a good one.
Cheers.